Of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show will help you figure out what mods are good for you. And this week, as you guys can see here, we have a cool little week ahead of us. But before we jump to anything, I want to say thank you guys for the support. Thank you, mod authors, for what you do. I hope you guys saw the episode last week of the Wild West mod. That is an insanely fun overhaul. I've been having a ton of fun with it. You guys, if you haven't seen the video, please check it out. If you haven't played with the mod, it's worth it. So worth it. It is super duper fun to play. I have been having a blast with it. But with that, we're going to go ahead and jump over to the mods for this week. And the first mod is the Freak UK Chickencoop that has been updated by Dan XVR. And I want to say that again, this is originally Freak UK's mod. All Dan did was update it to Alpha 20. And it's just a fun little mod, especially if you like playing with vanilla or slightly modded stuff. You just build yourself a little chicken coop, and within a day or two, you come search it. You can get eggs and feathers, and you see how it's got the chicken on top. Now this one doesn't. In a day or two, in game, give or take, actually it could be just a few hours in game. I wasn't really paying attention when I set them down. I got distracted fighting zombies and just goofing off. But about a day passed in game when I checked on them, so that's why I'm saying a day. But it's an easy little way to get eggs and feathers. And how you make it is you just come over to the little workbench, and you type in coop, and you can make, with wood, glue, nails, cloth, and eggs, you can make a chicken coop. And then you set it down, and it's just a continuous refresh of how to get eggs and feathers. It's just a small, simple little passive way to get food you don't have to worry about. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the Freak UK Beehive updated by Dan XVR. And again, this is Freak UK's mod that has just been updated by Dan XVR to Alpha 20. And it's just a simple little fun way to get honey passively. Now again, you come to your little workbench, you look at Beehive, and with some wood, glue, and nails, you can craft a beehive. You set your beehives down in about a game day's time or so. You come, you go to search the full one, bam, you get some honey, it breaks back down to normal. See, when it turns green, it's good to loot. You loot it, there you go. We got one here I was playing around with, spawn one in just to see kind of how they look and everything goes, but that's how it works. About a game's day's time, you get some honey passively. It's a simple, easy, super duper easy way to get honey. And I really like it just because it's so bloody easy to get honey this way. And if you're playing with, you know, slightly tweaked vanilla or some other mods that don't use the same assets and stuff, you can actually use this. Like in Darkness Falls, I don't know how long it takes to beehives to get honey. I haven't actually played around with them. But this, you know, if they're not done the same way, this might be an interesting way for some people to get honey, because I know like the honey cakes and stuff in there are pretty good. But I just like this easy, simple way to get honey passively, and honey's always good for curing infection, because, you know, light cure and give some food. Not a whole lot, but it does give some. Just easy way to get a little passive stuff. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the BK chain gun. This is a mod that that Bad Karma, rather, updated, that we don't really know who the mod author was. I couldn't find anything really about it. I haven't seen anything, so if you guys know who the mod author is, by all means, please let us know. But this thing just looks really cool. I love how it says, "Led the children," or "Lead the children." I love the look of it. It just looks really well done. Good. Very good freaking assets for it. But see, we have these fine soldiers coming home from leave with, you know, their ladies, and we're gonna test out this chain gun. So this chain gun, so you guys can see what it looks like. And see, it just mows them down. Look at that. We'll write our names in the sand with it. Man, that thing can just do some damage. I love the way that thing looks. I love the way that it acts. The only problem I'll say is that I'm not a big fan of how it points up when you shoot. I don't know if there's like a way to control it pointing down or whatnot. But you see where the where it shows like the bullets are hitting, but they're actually like shooting up, or it looks like it's pointing up. And then as you see, when you have it and you just walk, you walk really slow, but then you take it out of your hands, you walk like normal. It's just kind of neat. I like it. It's just a very Oh, that guy's still. Aw, poor guy. He lost a leg and his girl. It's a sad story of soldiers everywhere. Wow, I shouldn't make jokes like that. I'm sorry, buddy. I apologize. But with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and move over to the last mod. Alright, folks, so this last mod is the Hybrid Perks by Winter Intermission, or Immersion. Man, I don't know how to speak. So this is just a cool little mod that adds in some extra perks that take away from normal stuff and kind of make them, like, a lot better, in my opinion. At least I think they're a heck of a lot better, because, like, with all these different stuff, you actually have different ways that you can do things a little bit better, in my opinion. Like the waste not want not, as you see, is improves your scavenging amount, you improve your looting ability, and finally your ability to sell that loot, reduce, reuse, recycle. But if you look at it, the waste not want not increases your harvest amount with wrenching by 10, 15, and 25%, your improved loot stage by 3, 6, and 10%, and then you sell items for 3, 6, and 10% more. So this actually compounds really well with, like, better barter. If you look at, what on earth is it talking about? Is not a, that's weird. I don't know why that popped up. But if you look at these, they're really cool because just the recoil, it shows that it reduces everything down a lot better, which, reduces your, or increases your, is it increase or reduce reload? But it makes it reload faster by 10, 15, and 20%. You do 10, 15, 25% more damage with pistols, or with all range weapons, really. And then it just increases like that for each one. And they all have their own little perks. But you see, you actually have to have points in your strength and intellect. Strength and intellect. Strength and intellect. Or this one, strength and perception. So it's just another little way to where if you're building into these already, you can come over here and spec out and do things just a little bit differently, as opposed to how I typically always play, follow like a set pattern, just because, I hate to say it, there are best stats to invest into, and this is just an easy mod that really gives you an alternate way to play, an alternate way to invest your stats. But with that, folks, we are done for the week. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you had fun. If you liked the episode, go ahead, like, subscribe if you aren't. Have fun, folks. Take it easy, and we will see you next time.